Okay, so we're here with Dr. Melmid at the Silver Spring Medical Center. He's going to do an ultrasound of my shoulder, which was damaged in last October's Tough Mudder race. But we don't like to talk about that because then my wife gets upset about the fact that I did it. So we're going to take a look at it, and here it's coming up on the screen. I've done about 10 sessions or so of physical therapy. Better, but now we're looking for if there's any structural damage. So right now we're looking at, I don't know, what are we looking at?
Right now we're looking at your biceps tendon, which is that round white thing.
Oh, nice.
And
so far looking good.
And it does look good.
Look at that muscle. Look at that guy.
Muscle, a deltoid muscle.
Ah, look at that deltoid muscle.
Beautiful.
Look at that. That's a guy who's been working out. Can you tell if people are in like good shape or not just from the sonogram?
No.
Really?
Well, from the size of the muscles, yes.
Yeah? How do these muscles look compared to, say, average?
So far, pretty good.
Just average or better than average?
Average.
Oh, darn. Okay. Just
and,
average.
Just looking at the biceps tendon lengthways. That's it crossways, that's it lengthways.
So far, so good. The big issue was in the actual rotator cuff, so we'll get to that side, but we've got to do the thorough. Dr. Melmid, I can tell, is a thorough guy. He was...
Now, keep your elbow tucked in, but turn your hand outwards. No, keep it
outwards.
like that.
Oh. Ooh, that
gets you.
There we go.
All right, this is the real thing.
This is where he earns the big bucks.
All right, so let's see.
I'm feeling a little bit of that strain. This is the moment of... He knows what he's doing.
So what I'm looking at here is a muscle.
Yeah.
This is one of the small rotator muscles of the shoulder. There's the deltoid. This is one of the muscles that could get injured when you
hang from a bar or whatever.
You hyperextend your shoulder.
Oh, that's what happened.
And so there it is again. Here we're looking at it live.
That's right. Oh, this is good stuff.
So that muscle itself looks good.
All right, that's what we want to hear.
The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that the covering of the muscle. See the white line above the muscle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This thing is a little bit thicker than it should be.
Is that like scar tissue or something?
So that suggests that it's inflammation.
Oh, that makes sense.
And this green box is Doppler, just like the weatherman. Yeah. So just like the weatherman, anything that moves shows up as red or green or whatever it is. So you can see there that's blood flow.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. You want blood flow.
You want blood flow, right?
Yeah, but you can see it's sort of concentrated in that white area.
It does look a little bit bigger than the below part.
Right.
That's interesting. We should have just done this before we do the whole therapy.
Have you had therapy already?
Yeah, like 10 bajillion sessions. I feel like I live here.
So now I'm just going to turn this instrument, and so now we're looking at that same muscle. We're just looking at it at a different angle.
From the top.
From the top, yeah.
Oh, no. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. It does look pretty, like, strong white there. Of course, I've never seen it before, so for all I know, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Well, I think that suggests that it's a little bit, that it may be a little bit inflamed.
Still a little inflamed after all this time.
So now I want you to put this hand as if you were reaching for something in your back pocket.
Okay, we can do that. I am in my back pocket.
All right, so now we're looking at a different muscle. Looks very similar to the muscle we just looked at. The previous one was called the subscapularis.
Right.
This one is called the supraspinatus muscle.
And I have no way of knowing whether you're making it up or not. So right now you just sound really smart. But we'll just go with it. Like, yeah, that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could say anything I want.
You pretty much could. Yeah. It's called the Wikipedia muscle. Oh, really?
So that muscle looks really good. And so far, what I'm pleased about is that you do not have a tear of either of these muscles.
Because that would end my major league career.
That would do it for you pretty much.
That'd be bad. No tearing. No tearing.
So now I'm looking at the muscle in cross-section. It kind of looks the same. And again, you see this is a little
A little bit inflamed.
Thickened over here.
So the muscle itself is inflamed.
The muscle looks beautiful. If there was a tear, you'd see a black
Oh.
hole.
So what? That's like the covering for the muscle? Or
That's
like,
the white is the covering. This is
like
the muscle. Sheath. That's the bone. The top of the humerus. So the muscle curves over the top of it.
Oh, so that's like the border between muscle and bone.
And it attaches to the bone. In fact, all along here, the muscle attaches.
Oh, nice. So when it's inflamed, that's telling us what exactly?
This space here, it's a potential space called a bursa.
Oh.
When a bursa is inflamed, it's called bursitis.
So I have bursitis?
You have bursitis, resulting from the injury.
That's annoying.
Or a reaction to the injury. This is your deltoid muscle. Yeah. So the bursa allows these two muscles to slide over each other.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
So it looks pretty good to me. I mean,
so what do you do with bursitis? You just hang
we treat it with physical therapy.
You did that already.
And then if it doesn't get better, we can give you a shot.
Cortisone action.
Which I can do with using the ultrasound. Actually, watch the needle going right into the space.
Oh, we should totally do that.
Next time.
Oh, that'd be great content.
And it's 90% of people respond to that very.
And how long does it last?
It may be permanent.
One shot?
Yeah, one shot can be permanent.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
If
90% of the time, that's
90%. In a lot of people,
I'll take my odds.
In a lot of people, it's temporary. A lot of people, it's partial.
Can I move my arm now?
Yes.
Okay.
But almost everybody improves. Now, a couple of other
Why do we waste all this time with the physical therapy then?
Because usually that gets it right.
We should have just started this. You could have saved me like 16 hours of my life. Oh, goodness. I would recommend the sonogram first next time. That's just me.
So here is a third muscle.
Oh, yeah?
It's the infraspinatus.
Okay.
And here again is the top of the humerus. And the infraspinatus is very, very rare for that to be injured. And here it is again, just looking at it at a slightly different angle.
I understand. Why wouldn't we just do the sonogram first in this whole process?
To save money for insurance.
Really?
Because no matter what this shows, let's say we done it right in the beginning.
Right.
And we do the ultrasound. We would treat you exactly the same way. Physical therapy.
Gotcha.
So we start the physical therapy. If we get better, we don't need the ultrasound.
When you know what you're dealing with, when you do the sonogram, you're like, oh, I see.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
If you were in severe pain and you couldn't lift your arm at all, which would suggest a tear, then we'd probably get an MRI, which shows greater detail in this.
The only pain I'm in now is financial and time pain because I've spent so much money and time here.
Can't help you with that.
Right. MRI won't solve that?
No,
okay,
no.
Just
it'll worsen
it. Fair enough.
Now, unfortunately,
Have you ever had anyone take a video of a sonogram before?
I used to do it for patients.
That's boring.
When I used to look at pregnant women.
Right, of course.
Showing their babies.
Right, sure.
I've had people
I could never figure those out when I saw my kids. I was like, what is that? Can you just do like a whole body scan right now? Because my ankles have been a little sore recently.
We sometimes do ankles.
That'd be good. I've been running a lot, So this looks pretty uninflamed, normal.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. We'll take that.
So this is yet another muscle that's underneath the infraspinatus.
It's called that's called Southwest Airlines muscle.
Almost. It's called the teres minor. It sounds like an airline, doesn't it?
It does. I might get corporate sponsorships for my muscles. That'd be cool. UPS muscle.
Go for it.
Yeah, see what I can do. Oh, did I move my arm unacceptably?
No, you're fine.
I think we're done.
And we are done.
All right.
We are done.
So basically, chill out and get a cortisone shot?
If I will see you in, let's make it 10 days, Monday week.
Monday a week.
If you're not better significantly,
done and done.
then we'll give